Okay, I'm outside the Brick Community Stadium apparently, and I'm joined with Joe Gouchy. Joe, first of all, let's put a bit of a positive on a pretty negative day. You've just come back off a pretty successful international break. Just talk us through that.
Yeah, it was good as always. A real honour to go away with the national team and to be able to get the opportunity to represent my country. It was good preparation for the World Cup against two quality sides in Canada and USA. So no, I enjoyed it, but it's nice to be back back into the routine with the rest of the lads.
A difficult day today, it was always going to be a difficult one. They're a team in poor form and they were going to make it difficult for us, and we just didn't seem to be able to adjust maybe as good as we should have. Just put your thought on today's game.
Yeah, we knew that they were going to come out and their manager was going to want a reaction from them. Like you said, they've been in a bit of a poor run, so we knew that they were going to be up and about, especially at home. So we knew we had to match that and go above that. I don't think we did that today, to be completely honest. I know everyone will agree we didn't bring out the intensity that we wanted, like with and without the ball. They went down to 10 men, and that's when we should have really put the foot down, but we didn't. And we probably took a step back and took our foot off the gas a little bit. So that was annoying, and we definitely should have come away with 3 points from today. Being against 10 men, and a sloppy goal to concede. We switch off for a moment, and they punish us, and that's the game.
You mentioned going down to 10 men, and obviously it was a slow start. We let them gain momentum. Going down to 10 men, was that, did that sort of change the way Darren would have set us up in that second half? What sort of changed from that sending off?
Nothing should change. What should change is that we should sense an opportunity to grab 3 points playing against one man less, and that we should bring a level of intensity all the way through the field that we're going to punish these guys today. And I don't think we did that from the front to the back. Everyone, myself included, we can lift our intensity and be sharper, especially with the ball. We limited them to very few opportunities. We give them one really sloppy one, like I mentioned, and they punish us. But yeah, I think if we were had a lot more intensity with the ball, we would have been a lot better.
It's the important thing now to not get too negative, because we've been on a very good run. One bad game, we can't let that define the next couple of games now.
Yeah, of course. There's 46 games in the season. If you're going to let one game define you, then you're going to be in for a long year. So no, we will not go back to the drawing board, but we will assess where we went wrong today, as individuals and as a collective. That's what the gaffer said in there, that we need to have a look in the mirror for ourselves, and I think it's the right message. We have been on a very good run. It's nice that we have been, but confidence can grow, and maybe a little bit of complacency. It's a humbling result, a real wake-up call for us, but we have a massive game back at home on next Monday night.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity.
Joe, top man, mate. Thank you for your time.
Mate.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
No,
Cheers.
great.
Okay, I'm outside the Brick Community Stadium. I'm joined with Deborah. Jesse, a very disappointing day at the office today. How do you sum it up?
Very disappointing. Bit of a bitty, scrappy game. It was fairly even. The quality wasn't high in the game. Obviously, they get a man sent off. It changes the dynamic of the game. Second off, we weren't good enough. We didn't utilise the extra man at all. Then obviously we give a goal away. We feel like we gifted it to them. So we go 1-0 down. Then it's really hard against 10 men when you're a goal down, But we still did fashion a few chances. On another day, we do take them. We probably should have. Fair result probably today was probably a draw, but we've ended up losing it. We haven't lost for a while, so it hurts even more. But we need to learn from this and go forward and play Stockport on the Monday, and then it's a big game.
I think today, what I noticed is we're a very good side off the ball. Our defensive shape is brilliant, and that's coming from someone who plays football at a decent level for my age. We've got very good shape defensively off the ball, but on the ball today it just seemed a little bit slack. Why do you think that is?
I think it's it could just be football. I feel like we've been so good the last few weeks. You look at Wimbledon last week, we were so good on the ball and so good off the ball, but even today I thought like off the ball we lost more duels than we usually do. On the ball we're sloppy, like we'll connect 2-3 passes and then we'll just give it away, like random decisions on the ball. which is nowhere near good enough. The gaffer let us know in there, the coaches let us know in there. We know ourselves. But yeah, we need to learn from this, and hopefully it's a defeat that moves us in the right direction. And if we learn from it and apply ourselves, we'll be fine.
What we've also sort of got to understand is the fact that going down to 10 men actually in a way makes it harder for us, because they'll sit in, try and hit us on the counter attack. Like you said, it adds a different dynamic to the game and makes it a lot harder for us in some senses.
Yeah, I think probably since last year as well, and the first season I was here, we always struggle to break down teams when they're goal ahead or they've gone into a low block. So that's something we honestly have to improve upon. It's not just the forwards, it's not just the midfielders, it starts with us at the back, goalkeeper, with the ball speed, accuracy. We just need to improve. We need to improve upon that, because that's a big part of the game, red cards happen, goals happen for the other team. So we need to be better when we are chasing games. Of course, we don't want to give anyone a leg to stand on, but we need to be better in those scenarios.
With a difficult game coming up on Monday, how do we bounce back from today?
I feel like this season, for the majority of it, we played well, especially against the top sides. You look at Cardiff, Barnsley, to name a couple there. We're going to be back at home in front of our fans. Stockport County, which is another big team, but we relish those sorts of games, And I feel like maybe if we do, I know the group, so we'll learn from this, and if we apply it on Monday, I feel like we'll be a dangerous outfit.
Jesse, top man, mate. Thank you. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm outside the Brick Community Stadium. I'm joined George Byers. George, as I said to both Joe and Jesse, not the greatest day in the office today, was it?
Yeah, no, disappointed with that one today. Scrappy game all round, really. But they got down to 10 men, got the upper hand, and we just didn't capitalise on that, really. So yeah, this is disappointing.
We just seemed to struggle to crack them down, especially when they went to 10 men. But it's hard when they sit in, and they'll try and hit you on the counter attack when teams go to 10 men. That's what they do.
Yeah, it's difficult, It's not as simple as just you go and score. But yeah, we've got to do better. We've got got enough players in there to go and get goals and create stuff, myself included. So yeah, we've got to do better.
Considering their form, I didn't actually think they were that bad of a side, and they definitely made it difficult for us to play our football today.
Yeah, I said before, every game's going to be different in this league, and today we faced a different challenge, and unfortunately it just didn't go our way today. Games can go like that, but it's down to us to try and pick ourselves up and go again next week.
George, top man, mate.
Cheers,
Thank you,
bud.
Sam. Okay, I'm outside the Brick Community Stadium. I'm joined with Rory Payton. Rory, again, as I've said to everyone else, not the greatest day in the office today. What's your analysis on the game today?
I just think we were awful from the start. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to put your finger on sometimes why you can't perform. Can't perform well all the time. I suppose you can't be perfect, but yeah, I think at 10 men it was kind of almost right. Got a second chance here, but it just seemed to just get worse from there. I just don't think we were good enough. Simple as that, man.
What was the message from Darren at half-time? Because obviously them going down to 10 men, the game could have opened up potentially. It didn't, but it could have. What was his message?
I think it was more so just getting back to what we were been good at the past couple of weeks. And I think we just didn't really execute it. When it came to it, I think when it got down to it in the second half, that was more. It just became a bit of a fighty, scrappy game, and they slowed it down. And we give them a goal. And you can't, in that situation, you just can't give a team like that a lifeline, and gave them a bit of a boost. Just shot ourselves in the foot a little bit, I would say. They
made it difficult for us, though, didn't they? Let's not lie, they're a very good defensive side.
Yeah, but everyone's going to do that. As soon as you go to 10 minutes, happened in Mansfield as well, but we found a way to score, which is the big thing. As soon as you kind of takes all the wind out of their sails, then when you can grab a goal, but when you give them something, yeah, you're giving yourself a mountain to climb. Then they're just going to put 10 people behind the ball. Yeah, we just thought we were off it today. It's as simple as that. Sometimes, not complicated.
When you came,
AB.
How you doing, mate? Right. When you came on, what was your message from Darren? What was it? Sorry. What was the message that Darren said? How are you trying to impact the game?
Try to find a way to open them up. Get on and try to find us a way to get a goal. But I think this is when we kind of came on the game, it just kind of died a death almost. I think I could feel it on the pitch. It was just slow and crap, and yeah, I just didn't think we could get into it. I tried to do what I could with my free kick. It's probably just a bit too wide for me, but yeah, I didn't think I made an impact at all. To be honest, I didn't think any of us did. I just think from us off it, man. You know, it's one of them days. We were off it, and it's hard to accept it, but that's the truth of it. And we need to get back on the horse.
Rory, top man, mate. Thanks for your time. Thank you.